Many parents tell me that their child struggles to start writing unless they sit beside them, offering ideas and guidance. And they tell me how exhausting it is, and worse, it leaves them wondering if they'll ever be able to write independently. Does that sound like you? Well, here's the reality. Creativity needs practice, and independence comes from having the right strategies. So in this video, I'll share 4 ways to help your child develop independent creativity and confidence so that they can generate their own ideas. Tip number 1, creativity needs practice. If your child relies on you for ideas, it may be because they haven't had enough opportunities to develop their own creative thinking. Maybe there's too much time pressure on them. So, sit there, do that now. 2 seconds later, like, where's your title? Where's your introduction? Give them a chance to get the ideas out. Tip number 2, use open-ended prompts. So instead of telling your child exactly what to write about, how about ask questions that can spark their imagination? So what would happen if an ordinary object came to life? How would they survive in a world with no electricity, for instance? For one thing, all the devices and gadgets would be zapped out and life would look very different, wouldn't it? Okay, so you can start with something like that. Tip number 3, encourage free writing. I can't stress on this part enough. You can do something like setting a timer for 5 minutes and just let them write about anything that comes to mind. And don't worry about how perfect it is or isn't. In other words, looking at spelling, punctuation and grammar. This isn't that type of exercise. All you want to do is build their confidence in generating ideas quickly. Any idea quickly. No idea is silly, ridiculous, or anything like that. Give them that kind of freedom. Then tip number 4, give them space to think. Okay, so if you always help immediately, so if you're one of those helicopter parents, you're in the other room, but you're really not in the other room. You're literally there hovering. Your mind is where your child is. You need to stop, okay? So your child won't learn to problem solve on their own if you're always jumping in. And where will you be when they're doing their 11 plus exam? I can tell you that they will not allow you anywhere near where your child is. You'll probably drop them off either at the entrance of the school or, in the hall, and you'll probably be escorted out if you try to go anywhere further than that. So you need to give your child the chance to learn to be independent. So let them sit with an idea for a few minutes, for a while, even if it's 20 minutes before you step in. So I'd love to know what your child's biggest struggle is when starting a story. And if you're a young person watching this, tell me in the comments as well what your biggest challenge is when it comes to starting a story. And I always want to hear from our viewers. I actually love hovering in the comments every so often and seeing reading how everybody's sort of interacting with each other. It's just lovely to observe. So please continue. Please continue. Please continue. But one thing for sure is the more practice of independent thinking, the easier idea generation will become. And you'll see your child's creativity grow with time and encouragement. But if you want structured guidance for your child on the 11 plus writing tasks, then you need to look at our creative writing crash course. This teaches children how to develop their ideas, where to get ideas from, and how to put those ideas in the best way so that they can get amazing scores for their 11 plus exams, whether that's for grammar schools or independent school entrance exams. So visit our sister website 11plussa.co.uk to learn more. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.